plan of our week that it's make a small one-page flyer um, to raconte, describe the project and also make a convocatory for sponsors and for the partners. There we have a list of possible sponsors that Aurelie today has to take with Baptiste, but I don't know how was it because we couldn't talk yet. And then there is a partner list also that we have to take a bit with Maria and Baptiste to know exactly which person we can contact. I think it will be really good if you can look at the file because you could maybe add sponsors or partners that you think that they will be interesting or that will be good that we contact. That's like it's the plan, the urgency of the week, and also Wednesday I will be working making like the first open source essay of map, just connecting a bit the actors to see because I want the people can modify. So it's like Wednesday I will be working on that, but the idea is that the people can edit this material. I haven't decided yet which source I will use. I know that Mario Widobro is about something like that. He is working on that too, so I would might contact him, and if some people can recommend me some platform really good to do that, that will be okay. There's also a list that you can check for open source platform for creating that we made in another Google Drive file called group mapping. There's one of the files is like a Protomapa local camp. It's like describing all the process of the map at the moment. And there's also a list that it's called Recherche Cartographie, where you can join. It's like what are the problems of doing a map, the different options, and also like a list of open source platforms. So that will be really good if you want to have like a quick read to these documents later, and if you have the ideas or something like that, it's everything put there to be public. I think that's a bit short resume of our work.
Okay, I have some little doubt about some specific things about the coordination. I saw that you create another folder on the Google Drive called mapping. I think it would be useful if we can specify if mapping and civic engagement is the same group or is different groups. So even we can keep two different groups. So one is more related with this mapping activity, and the other one is more general about how we can keep people involved in the project. So I don't know, what do you think about that? What's your approach?
We create the folder mapping because the project of the map, the project for the map, it was getting involved between different things. One was partners and funding, and the other one was civic engagement. So we decided to put like a new folder that it's mapping because otherwise it's like the budget of the map, it's like get the actors together, so it will be a bit difficult to split everything all the time, but it was like a easiest way that we find to do that, and we decided to put it on CivicWise because we wanted everybody can add information, comments, etc.
Okay, I just
That's the thing at the moment. And there's also one thing about um, this subject that I met with Vlad the other day. I don't know if oops, I can see the Hangout. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, I missed the link. I don't know where I put it. Well, the thing is, this guy is Biad. He's not at the moment. We meet each other. He came to Volume, though he's a bit practic for doing some things. So he's supposed to be on Sunday on the market because it's the day that the market works at Plaza Fed. So he's been doing a bit of research of the like a bit of more civic engagement because he was trying to reach also the institution, the timetables, and things like that. But he told me that he will tell me everything today
Okay.
on the Hangout, so I don't have that kind of information.
I just suggest to open another channel on Slack about mapping because
Okay.
it's useful to have time the same structure in each platform. So that's quite clear. I don't know, Francesco, you want to
Yes,
say something?
maybe it's better to have mapping and civic engagement divided because I think mapping is more local and the civic engagement group should be recording all the impression and approaches from the net, from global community, and then in the second part of the work, actually, when we will get close to the civic to the local camp, the group should relate to mapping and to logistic and design to let's say to localize all the ideas developed. So maybe mapping concerns more to the territory, to the local. So it's better if it's
Yeah.
divided because, for example, I couldn't do anything for mapping from here. You know.
I can't understand properly. You suggest that mapping groups should be private?
No, no, should be divided. I mean, two
Ah,
groups.
okay, okay. So you agree with the proposal. Okay, so it's okay. Okay.
Um, we call the process of mapping. We call it like a mapping in process. It's we don't think that the process will be end by the end of the local. Otherwise, we think that will be at the same time, and it constantly will be actualized. I don't know how to say it. So it's like at this moment the mapping it's like centralized a bit in the connections that the camp can make, but it's a thing that can develop itself situation. Sorry for my English.
Okay, and Analia, I'm sorry. We need to be really speed. So if you have something very urgent to say, otherwise I will give the word to other groups because the idea now is to share the situation of each groups. So we have here maybe people from publication. So maybe Maria, you can share with us some information about the publication.
So I will try to quickly. So my approach this evening, you know, that I would like to have a brief global overview of what we are of a point of the Glocal camp, because I think there's evolutions in lots of sense. So I would like in the end that Domenico, that I think you have a very global idea to clarify again to make this kind of point. I would like also to say that I let to the team, I don't know who is the coordination of the program event, group event, I let a draft with a program for the 5 days, but it's really a draft. You can. It was just the first draft we did after first conversations, but also speaks about a problem. We will concerning the group about building, design and building. If we will plan something before the event, or the plan happens already in the 3 days of the event. So there's already one document with the A4 with the 5 days and a proposal, but it's really an open document for everybody to do new things. Concerning the publication, so we made a meeting last Friday with we contacted different persons that are on Slack, that manifest interest via the Slack platform. For the moment, the talk happened because of schedule times between me and Pablo, that normally are the coordinators of the publication. And there's a team, you can find everything on the drive. There's the team names, the people's, and I ask people also to say if they want just followers, or if they want to be active collaborators or whatever. And the point of this, the main point of the civication of the about publication is we also did kind of a calendar. You can let notes to, so it's really a first calendar, and in this calendar we can see that that one of the main questions is with the time and what we have available, the energy available. We think that, and we have something that is credible. We think it will be maybe difficult to have something, or that a Glocal camp, sorry, that will announce a call on the Glocal camp, but having a publication for the Glocal camp, it doesn't seem to Pablo. So the idea is that we are developing, so take a look on the calendar, let your notes, and the idea is to at least have something very clear. So first we will define the goals of this publication, the main goals, and then we will do a call adapted to these main goals. And these calls should be ready to go out at least for the camp week. But so let's the comments, and that is my everything I have to say.
Okay, so the idea maybe we don't start with the open call until the Glocal camp.
I will invite people to, when you have time, because now I think it's short, to take a look on the publication things, and it's where we are. We think to have so we are speaking about which kind of publication we want, if it's black and white, in paper, and it's digital, and how many time we need after yeah, Pablo is contacting some publishers. Some I think you are already in contact, Domenico. And but before is really defining. I can tell you, but I think I don't have time. I can the calendar we did. So it speaks about the phase 1, that is the March this month, to define the theme and the target. Then phase 2, that is March and April. It's structuring. So establishing the goals and the topics, the structure of the publication, and the tools associated with it, because it's also, if we have a tool that will give origin to a data production, and that can be used in other contexts of other civic-wise calls or whatever. And so if it's a Google form or if it's other kind of software and all this stuff. So these 2 phases should end in April, and then phase 3 should start middle April, May. That is the data collection with the launching of the call of the local camp, with these call for action projects, research projects, call for partners, and data collection, and then last month for the data collection and now an organization of the data, the finalization of the treatment, and then having a phase 4 that is publishing. That is 1 month to generate kind of a PDF, if is that what we will do, and at least 1 month to print the papers. I would say we had something in the beginning of the autumn. And then phase 5 to diffusion and sales, so the crowdfunding or communication, whatever. So it was a little bit some of the of what we define, and on the storyboard on the storyboard you can find lots of doubts we are discussing, but we will do normally this Wednesday or other meeting between us. But don't hesitate to let your comments today in this meeting or in the documents directly.
Okay, so we will talk more about the publication. There is this critical point about the crowdfunding, because we need to think it would be very, very useful to do the crowdfunding campaign, because help to spread the word about the Glocal camp. So we will have time to think about this. Very quickly, I can read just a comment that Aurélie posted about this concern about the relationship between what we are doing on the ground in this square at Place des Fêtes and the relationship with the neighbors. I think we talked about it also here today. It's really important to keep in mind that we are not there to solve the problems for the citizens, and we have a big problem with the languages. The camp is specially organized in English, so the idea is to transform the place with a lot of respect with the local people, but with not the aim to give a solution for the people. It's more about create new opportunities for local people, and as local people we understand us as civic-wise Paris. I think would be too much complicated to achieve a local engagement with other people that are not already connected with us. So the work we are doing, the mapping and the civic engagement, is to socialize and to get people know about what we are doing, and to work more on what we will have before the event, and more about what we can have after the event, because Civic-wise Paris is working on activities on the square after the Glocal camp. So I understand the concern about this relationship between Glocal and local group on the square, but now we need to focus on our community, which is already a local community, because Volume and Civic-wise Paris is a local community. What we need to do is have a lot of respect, a lot of sensible approach with the locals, and maybe think about some kind of activities to connect with them, but not to search to look for a strong connection, because it's quite impossible. So okay, we will have time to think more about it, but it's useful to keep in mind this approach.
I would like to ask you to. I wrote it to the Slack also, but maybe we can meet for the people interested in civic engagement and focus about this, because I was thinking to propose myself as coordinator, but still I have some doubt about the mission of the group and stuff. So I was proposing Thursday to have an hangout with all the people interested. So
Okay.
now, if anybody
I
sees
think
and listen to
I
this,
think Francesco is a good idea. Let's set up that on Slack, and we will find a date for this hangout. I think it's very important.
yes.
So now we have maybe about communication. I don't know if Laura, you want to share something with us.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I think I'm not ready to speak in English, but I'm gonna try. No, I just wanna ask you about the logo thing that you asked me that I have to make a new logo, but I don't know exactly what do you expect or what do you want, because about the logo of civic design, there are like pills of,
Yes.
and it's like the same idea, or
Yes, I think as we don't have a lot of time, the idea was okay. All local camp is really connected with the civic design course, so why not to reuse the graphics already done for this project? So maybe we can use the same colors and this idea about pills and go with that go faster. So it's just
but reformulate the logo, or is with the same colors and the circles make a new one or the same one?
I think maybe it would be interesting just to change some things. Maybe move the pills, or I don't know, just
Okay, okay. Yeah, I get it.
something like that. You know, use the same approach but change something, so we can stay with the same big picture, big idea, but we change a little bit the final result.
Okay, okay.
I don't know the rest of people what. No, I assumed the role to coordinate the communication because I think it's really really sensitive, and I am working on the website, so it's why I'm asking for that. But if you have other,
I don't want to coordinate any group. I think, or because I'm not. I think I'm not good.
yes, I keep this role. So if you don't want,
Okay.
don't worry, don't worry. But if you can, if you want, do you want to work on it or not about the
Yeah,
logo?
I can work on the logo and for you some some ideas, and if you agree, that's it.
Okay.
Not really big work because the colors and everything, the structure is already there, so it's just changing a bit, and that's I don't have any questions.
Okay, I think for us the logo, if you have some idea, please share quickly, and even if you don't like it,
Okay.
because having a first logo is also is even is very useful to start with the communication. So we can start better with the Facebook, with Twitter, and for the website, for me, it's useful to have a preliminary logo. So I keep in charge for the communication coordination. I hope more people would be interested in this role and this work. But now we need to go a little bit faster. So I hope to finish the website until the next week. So for the next session we will have our website. and so maybe we can work this week about it.
Okay.
It's okay for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we have just the last 5 minutes for this meeting. I don't know. We have something else to. Danny, you have something to say? Or really, it's a pity that you don't have a microphone.
No, I think it's fine about the publication and about the design build. That is the groups that I am being part of. I don't have any question.
Okay.
Domenico, I
So,
wanted to ask you if there is a document about the goals of the groups, because I don't know. I know the main groups, but I don't know the.
single minute. Okay. Sorry.
If there is any document where there are the goals or the end goals of any group of all the groups, because I know the main groups, but I don't know what it's about.
Okay. This is good question. So we have to do that. This is very important. Some voluntary. Laura is saying that we need a little description of each group. We have Marta is.
¿Cuánta peña? Madre mía.
More or less.
Laura, we are in you came late. We are in Madrid, and this is the one of the most important meeting of Civic-wise Madrid's circles.
I see.
We have here. So okay, so Marta, you will do this.
About this topic for publication.
Yes, plain. So with this 2 sentences each group, what is about. Okay. Nice, Laura, to remember about that because it's really important.
And this in general.
In general, what do you mean about in general?
I mean, maybe it's like making a document.
Yes, we can make a document on Google Docs, and maybe we can also share this description on general channel. So with the hashtag of each channel, so you can join directly the group. So unfortunately, we really need to go out because the Medela Prado is closing. So I don't know if you have other really important. Very important.
No.
This is important. Yeah, you could say that, Maria. I read the chat.
I was saying that it's inviting each coordinator of the group to, in Slack, made a small description on the first line of the group or the channel to describe what's about this channel, so this group, and in a way also to present, and so each person can know which are the coordinators and the reference to each channel.
Yes, actually the problem is that we don't have yet a coordinator for each group. This is the problem. So I was thinking you were saying that we need to really understand for each group who is the coordinator. So please show up and candidate yourself as a coordinator, as Francesco just did, because to go faster we need to know which coordinators we have for each groups. Okay, so well, let's finish like that. So see you next week. And no, another important thing, very really important. Today we decided to organize in April preliminary workshop in Madrid. So the Spanish community of CivicWise will be meeting here in Madrid during 2 days, working on the organization and coordination of the local camp. So will be the 22nd and 23rd of April. We will have a workshop in Madrid. So from Spain, you are all invited, and we will work faster physically here in Media Lab to go ahead with the work we need. So I think this is a very good news because we can go faster and have more work done. Okay, so this is the news. Okay, see you next week.
Okay, see you.
Pay attention
Bye.
to Slack.
Bye bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Francesco está coordinando qué? Es el primer coordinador.